And welcome to Flexible Games, where we are kicking off a series for Planet Coaster. I have been looking forward to this for a couple weeks now. I had a very generous friend on Steam named Headhunter give this game to me as I'm poor and I couldn't afford it. So very big thank you to Headhunter for that. So we are going to kick off a game in Planet Coaster. I have already started and played one game to get a feel for the controls and get a feel for the dynamics of a park. So we are going to do a play, and I would like to do a sandbox, but I'm not sure if I'd like... let your imagination go wild. You are free to build your dream park, no restrictions. I mean, I would like to rely on money, but you need to manage your money. I would like to get the challenge in case people want to learn how to play this game and want to learn how to basically make some money. I kind of want to do the challenge mode. Sandbox mode gets rid of money, and you don't really need to worry about it. You can do whatever you want. And while fun and exciting, I'd like to do a challenge mode game. So we need to pick our theme here, and I would like to kind of focus on let's see, desert, no, alpine, no. I'm thinking tropical for now. You start with different amounts of money. And so I'm going to start with a tropical just to give you an idea of how to, start and get learning with the game and how to make some money. So we're going to start tropical, and we're not going to name it Challenge Park. We are going to name it let's see. We're going to name it Flexible Fun. We're going to name it Flexible Fun. And we are going to play, starting cash 8 for... We're going to start on easy just to give you a good idea of what the differences are. So research is fast and cheap. Guests stay happier for longer. Rides break down slowly. So, the easy mode is where we're going to start. So here we go with an easy mode game. And there are a few things that I learned in my first sort of test world, and I will go over those as we get into it here. So we're going to hide the controls. Whoa. So our park entrance obviously kind of just appears out of nowhere. And our border for our park is this very, very, very faint dotted line right here. So even though it looks like it's a lot bigger, it's this faint dotted line that goes around, and you can see it kind of curves in here. So you get a little bit of extra finished terrain on the side there. But we are going to start a park right in here. And here is our front gate. And so one of the things I want to do, first of all, is start... I want to give a little bit of money for ticket prices coming in. And I don't want to make it too expensive. It'll generate a little bit of revenue, and we will be able to run with that as soon as... Let's see. What... there's nothing in here, dude. I know you're excited for a park, but we are gonna go with it here. So one of the things that I learned is you're gonna want a wide entrance. You're gonna want something with a lot of space when you first start out. So we are gonna go in here, and we are gonna we're gonna go in, and this is how I am changing this up from my first park. My first park, all of the stuff was right in the very entrance, and I am going to change that up this time around, and I'm going to go in quite a ways into the park itself before I even build my first ride, because I know that roller coasters and all of that stuff take quite a bit of room. So we are going to go way into our park here, and this is where we're going to start. So I want what I'm thinking is a big path in, and then like a circle in here. And inside the circle, we can have all of our shops, all of our, souvenirs, all that stuff in the middle, and then branching off from the sides will be all of our rides. So we'll be able to theme it pretty nicely from here. But let's see. I want to go this way here, and then I want to go this way here, and this way here. So we're going to have a little Y like that. Eventually that will be, it'll go around and around. So we're going to want our first ride. So let's go to rides, and we're going to want something. So our first two rides, I'm going to have one be... So one will be a gentle ride, and the other will be a kind of a thrill ride. So we're going to start with the Rocktopus. And let's see, we're going to come in here and hold Z to rotate, and then shift to change the elevation. So we're going to have it coming right in here. And I try to keep that booth in the back. Booth in the back. We're going to offset it a little bit from the path. We're going to place the entrance sort of off kilter a little bit from here. And then place the exit sort of on the opposite side like this. And this is just kind of our first foray into parks here. So we're going to set up the path for the exit and then connect this path through sort of a meandering, stereotypical park here. And we're going to connect it right up like that. Okay, and we're going to want another ride. And so let's look at coasters. I know that there is, let's see, Digitizer, the Madness. This is a good beginner coaster, mainly because you get a lot of sort of exposure for the park. Getting your first coaster going. And one of the things I like to do, if I can, is build the track right over the entrance. That way people see it when they come in. So as they're walking into the park, they will actually see all of this. This game is pretty phenomenal in sort of their awareness of a ride. So we're gonna set this up right in here. I didn't even look at how much this cost. This cost a pretty penny, actually. So we're gonna do operations. I want three cars. I want full load here, and I want a full load here. And we're going to place the entrance, so you can see the entrance right here, and we're going to place the exit off to this side. So you can see where they come in and where they go out. And 3 cars will allow us to really push a lot of people through here. And so for the path, I'm going to want, first of all, not to be 8 wide. that would be bad. So we're going to use the J key to go down and then up. Nope. Here. And then connect with that path. And then we are gonna, let's uncheck that, connect path to entrance. I would like to connect this, if I can. We're gonna try to go down. And then we are gonna go over, try to go underneath. Underneath like this. And let's see if we can't sneak in right beside that exit. Just like that. So a nice good cue, and the ride is good to go. And since we changed the number of cars, we have to do a test. Anytime you change anything about the ride, usually like this one, we could just open it right off the bat. But if we change the sequence, this sequence here, then we would have to test it. So like this wave, bounce, spin, bounce, wave, if I X'd, if I didn't want this sequence to go so long, you can eliminate the steps of the sequence to make the ride a little shorter. So I'm going to get rid of that just to make this ride a little bit shorter. Finances, 450 is good for this. 10 is a little steep for this. I'm going to go with 8 on this. And we're going to test this. So now we're testing the ride itself, and this will update the excitement, fear, and nausea of the rides themselves. So because we edited this, if we go into rides, we look at the Rocktopus. See the excitement 2.22, 2.04 fear, 1.4 nausea. Because we eliminated that one step in the sequence, it will change those values. So those values will be slightly modified. At least they should be. I might be proven wrong here. Sometimes I do that. I just get proven wrong. This one here, same thing. We added the car, so it really shouldn't change anything about the ride itself. So it really shouldn't affect that at all. And so now the test is stopped, and we can stop the test. So you can see if we compare that to, let's see, where is it? There it is. So look at that, 5.7 excitement up to 5.97. 3.7 fear went up a little higher, and nausea went up a little bit there. So I'm not sure where those values came from. All we did was add the car. But this one is now done, and we can stop the test. So you can see those values slightly changed from when we did it before. Actually, our excitement went up just a little bit, our fear went up just a little bit, but our nausea went down, which is good. Lower nausea is good, especially for rides that mainly families will be using. So with these two rides in place, we are going to open both of them. Just like that, and make sure our park is open. Let's see, park management. Park is open. So, now we just wait for the people to come. Anybody want to come in? Anybody want to come? Pretty please. This new park is awesome. I'm telling you, it's awesome. Okay, let's look at challenges. These are just claim reward. I definitely want to claim that. There's another $1,000. So, are we getting anybody? We're not getting anybody yet. That is weird. We should be at least attracting some people. We're going to continue though in working on this. So another thing that takes into account the kind of popularity of your profit potential is, if you look at the overview, you look at the queue scenery rating. And you can use scenery now to make the queue a little more enjoyable. So people are more likely to, come to your park, and they're less likely to get angry by standing in a queue. So this person is really excited, and it's just a lone individual, and they're heading towards Rocktopus. And we got even more. Oh, look at that. The people are arriving. So we need to start thinking about facilities for these people. And one of the things I like to do is, in queues, to up the queue rating, you just need scenery. But one way to get scenery is to build shops and facilities that they have designed already. So that is kind of an early game way of getting some early scenery buffs into your queues. So if I put this here, acts as scenery, and it will help with the scenery rating. So you can see that was 0% before. So if we place this drink shack right here, which I think is pretty well placed, if we place this drink shack right here, now the scenery rating for this should have gone up. Yeah, 25%. Did it affect this one? It affected this one ever so slightly. So the proximity, I'm not sure what the proximity is on that, but it's an early way of sort of buffing up your scenery rating without doing too much work on that. So all these people are coming in now, and one of the reasons why I wanted to do this long entranceway is I wanted to put a ride up here, namely a track ride for a transport, which we don't have access to right now. Although we might, we could build one as soon as we get the money, because I want to build a track ride from the entrance and route it around and drop off at various parts of the park so people can get around a little bit faster. So our first guest is now arriving, and she should thoroughly enjoy herself. So all guests are simulated now. And wow, it's interesting. She was going for the Rocktopus, but now she is queuing for the Madness. And you look at your energy, you look at your needs of your people, and if any of these needs get too extreme, then that is a problem, because you're not satisfying all of their needs. So it's a long walk to the entrance. So one thing that you really want to make sure you accommodate for are bathroom breaks. That is one thing that people will start leaving your park if you don't accommodate that. So we are going to actually build our first custom bathroom. So I want to build a bathroom right over here, and we're going to turn that around. So let's get that right in there. Now, this designs the building. And so you can place multiple in here, you can do whatever you want. But we're just going to set up this. And this is always going to be free. It's always free to pee in my parks. So we want to build up some scenery on this thing. Namely some building. What kind of theme do we want? We kind of got the pirate theme going on here. So let's see if we can't do custom themed. And we can look at filters, building set, or scenery theme. pirate. Let's see, and Western. This kind of gives us a little bit more of a broad idea of what we can use. And these are scenery themes and not building materials. So let's look at kind of want an Old West. Let's look at walls, wall pieces. No wall pieces under the pirate theme, so let's add let's see, let's add wood and wood. There we go. So see, natural wood plank. I want to add to building, so how do I edit this building? Is there any way to edit the building? Select building. Okay, and we want to edit building, and that will give us a grid to build on, which is what we want. And it looks like it cleared our filters. So we want pirate, building material, wood plank, I think is good. So this gives us a grid to build on. So now I can actually build onto this grid and just create a simple little building in an effort. Let's see, roofs. Nothing on roofs. Flat roofs. Really? Nothing on roofs. So we want, let's just reset the filters, and we want to, I'm just going to do a castle roof like that. And then we can look at signage, and let's say bath. No bathroom sign. Where would that be? Some signs you can edit, but I know there's got to be a restroom sign. Facility signs, there we go. We want wooden restroom sign. Slap that right on there, and now we've got our first little scenic toilets that people can use. And look at the queue on the Madness. Beautiful, beautiful queue on the Madness. So it looks like our park is actually making a little bit of money. If we look at finances, yes, we are making some money. So we can start expanding our park. But that will have to do it for this episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.